Rightio. I think we might just start early. I think I'm ready to go. I got my controller charging. I got my seat. Got a drink. And I think I'm ready to go. So let's do that. Let's transition over to our gameplay. So here we are, guys. We are back on full stride. I've been playing a little bit offline. So this is not the save file that I was playing on last night. This is just a one horse. I tried a couple of different horses. And I found a dirt horse I really like in TM Jinsoka. So if we go in and just show you some of the stats. So we're heading into the end of the third year here, nearly hitting the 4-year-old season. Has really good stats across the board. That's good. Good cornering, good acceleration, good start, good heels, good on a heavy track. Easy to stay healthy, good consistency, and likes a high pace. I think liking that higher pace is really important from what I've noticed so far. Why is that looking funny on your screen? Like some of the menus don't always line up, but yep, dirt filly. Also,
if there's a race on your mind,
we need to just have a look at the results. As you can see here, I've been racing quite a bit. So 12 from 14. First time out on debut was the 11th favourite. We ran second. So quite good. Why is this not? Hold up, everyone. I just realised the screen's not centered properly again. Stretch to fit screen. There we go. Perfect. That's a lot better. Now you guys can see everything. And we ended up running in a group 1 as well. So as you can see down there, the Champions Cup, we ran 3rd. This horse still has a lot of improvement, so should be exciting. I've kept everything on the horse pretty standard. My colours are green, but this is what the horse was when I bought it. So we're just going to keep going, making some progress, and here we are. Hiko Tarumi. Don't know if we actually versed that horse that much, because we sort of stuck to the group 3s. But I am back up over 30,000 points though too. So what I've been doing is I've been sorting them by price, going to where I can afford them, so below, and then going into their stats and looking for stuff that I like. I want horses that run a high pace, which this horse doesn't, and making sure that their graph, or the graph, whatever you want to call it, their graph, is as largely filled as it can be. Like something like this, I haven't had any real issues with any horse out of the gate, and just making sure that they can handle a higher pace is a real important one. So this horse actually wouldn't be too bad, but that's another dirt filly, which I don't think I need. I feel like Spirit's quite important too. But this horse loves a high pace. This horse is actually really tempting me right now. But we'll see if it's there in a few months, because I don't want to spend the money on it now, this early, because I can't race it for a while. So we might have more money by then anyway. So let's get in. As you can see, all of the races are turf. That's really annoying. Most of the opens 1800, which is our ideal distance for this horse. But as you can see, if we go forward, it's a couple of weeks away to a group 2. So we might start off in a group 2, just to kick off the episode and the stream, and we'll play from there. This is the Porygon Stakes, which happens to be in Gallop Racer as well, funnily enough. So here's the field, as you can see, with the long shot. Crystallite, again, very strong horse. Been a thorn in my side the whole way there. Other than that, White Foog also being annoying from time to time, but as long as you get a good start and can actually settle on the pace with this horse, you can race pretty well. So I've been doing quite well with this horse. I've been doing some restarts in the harder races, but normally they're pretty good. Let's just see how we go. It was a terrible start. I don't like this start. We're too far back, and now I've got to burn stamina to get up there. If the game audio is too loud, just feel free to let me know and I can make adjustments too. So I've got my own headset on, so I can turn it on as I please. The more important thing that I've noticed is you don't want to lose too much motivation, but you need to make sure that your stamina, you have enough to get to about 400. What's good, Rage? Welcome in. Welcome in, Lightning. Welcome in, everyone else. But yeah, so far so not good with this race. We're too far back, we've lost too much motivation, and we don't have enough stamina. We didn't get a good enough start. So all of these things got to contribute to one another. We can put in a good late surge, but we're not going to finish up strongly here. So because we're at the back, we're not going to use all of our sprint early. We're going to use as much as we can late. But even that was not a good performance straight off the bat. But again, I said I'm not going to restart on stream. Yeah, we're learning, we're playing the game. So a bad performance every now and again shows that we're all human. But yeah, the start with this horse is super important. This horse actually runs better in the lead, especially against the higher quality horses. If you get in a race against like the Group 1 horses, you can actually dictate the pace. You do a lot better, which is good. I always give my horse a break before I nominate it, just in case it's not a race, because it's on the dirt. We do have a Group 1 over the 1600, which we're going to run in. So this horse should be thereabouts with the right run. As you can see here, we are $17.50, but when we have a look at the rest of the field, we're all at that sort of marker. So we are the 12th pick, but again, we've beat Crystallite in a few races, especially in the Group 3 stages, so hopefully we can win the February Stakes. That would be fantastic. Just all comes down to having that good start we talked about, so I need to probably focus in. And I didn't have it again. Because yeah, when you fall too far back in this game, the motivation starts dropping, as you can see, so we're not motivated. So it makes your spurt harder to activate at the end of the race. So I've got to burn stamina now to get back into position to then ideally be in the right spot throughout the run. As you can see, the AIs run at a different pace, so even if I slowed down here, it's really strange. Like, you think if I just slowed down and ran at their tempo, it would fix it, but it doesn't. Super wide, not a lot of cover. They don't want to run at a reasonable pace. Probably another bad performance back to back. And again, we're going to have to go early, which is going to ruin us in this race. Stamina's gone, all because we can't get a good start. I will say though, compared to last night, and then this morning when I played, the difficulty did feel like it ramped up. I don't, because there was an update on PC. I don't know about console, but it didn't feel as easy this morning. Yeah, it's the thing. Like, it's annoying. Don't want to complain, but like, you get a bad start, it's race over. Especially if your horse doesn't like racing towards the back of the pack. When we get close to the back end of the year, we will get another horse, which is why I wanted to stream this part of the year, just to show you where I was at and try and have a look through. We can drop back in class after a couple of weeks, unless there's a group race coming up, which there's not. So we will give the horse a couple of weeks off. And now we can race in the 1800. Back in open class, which we've been doing quite good in the open class. This is the regular stakes, so as you can see, we're the second pick in the market. Graceful Leap out of the one pole. Could win this race, but again, we're back in class. We've been racing at higher comps, so as long as we get out of the gate, hopefully I can show you how I've been running this horse. There we go. So we've got an average start compared to the one we got last time, but a lot better. We can set up the pace. So, funny thing about going up hills is you actually save more stamina because your horse slows down. You don't use more stamina, so make sure you use your heels when you're going up them to stabilize your horse, and then grab hold when you get to the peak of the hill. I found that helps a lot. So again, we can't move. There's a lot of situations like this where it's flashing and it annoys me. Like, I can't move left or right here, but I'm not touching either horse, and I feel like there's not a lot I could do even if I wanted to. So you just got to deal with the flashing, unfortunately. How are we going? Welcome in, Group 1 Gamer. Lovely to catch you. Looking forward to watching your episode later after this stream. Super excited. How are you finding the game so far yourself? Bit of a new challenge, but hopefully it becomes a very good one in the long run, for sure. Now let's see if I can do something special here. Start getting going. There we go, a little bit of tempo. So this horse up the front hopefully will start fading. As it does, we want to use our second whip to get that distance caught back up. It's fantastic, a little bit of show whip. Another whip just to give a little bit of a boost, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jinsoku, putting it back into the winning circle. That's why I enjoy this horse. In this open class, over anywhere from the 14 to the 1800, this horse is quite strong. Just gaps the field. You don't have to do a lot of work. You just sit comfortably. The horse behaves itself. It has good, stable manners, and will carry itself through to the line. Just when we go up in those classes at the moment where we are struggling. So back in the winner's circle after a little bit of a rough patch there. But again, 2 of those races were Group 1s and 1 was a Group 2 first start of the stream. Cool. Let's see where we're up to next. We do have a Group 3, so we'll go back into the group racing scene and try and get a good result here. I also want to see if there's different horses compared to where we were before.
A good horse.
So again, let's see where we're up to. So it looks like the horses do change month to month, because they are certainly different, which is good to know. Oh wait, no. Was this the horse I wanted? Stiffielio. Keep an eye on this horse. This is the horse I think I want. Good growth curve, likes a really fast pace, and has everything quite noticeably increased compared to most horses in this game. Really enjoying it, mate. Obviously, as typical, there are bugs to fix, but Bluebill have been so responsive, which is epic, and why an indie developer would always be best. I'm really enjoying it. That's great.
Use stamina to get through the race.
First stream I was a little bit nitpicky. I've always loved Gallop Racer. That's where I grew up, and it had its problems too, don't get me wrong. But trying to compare one to each other, I realized was just not the right way to look at this. You are right, like, it's an indie developer, it's not a big named company putting a foot forward into the industry where the big giants didn't want to. So we've got to appreciate the effort being put in for that, but also the fact that they've put out this amazing racing graphic. Like, you cannot fault the graphics in this game at all. it's fantastic the amount of work they've decided to put in. So we've just got to respect what we've got. And again, as it improves, as they add to it, it will keep improving. Looking forward to it as it develops and as more modes maybe get added in the future. The online mode is a little bit hard to navigate at the moment, but as we all get there and we all learn together, it will become much easier as we go. This situation here, there's not much I can do, unfortunately. When you get boxed up in these races, you just start to struggle a little bit, unfortunately. We'll just try and conserve stamina this time, which we're doing quite well. We've got enough to get to about 500. Which helps when there's a horse in front of me, but like, yeah, I'm completely boxed in, got pushed back through the field. If Blue Bullet continues with Rift and carries the same passion, that'll become oh, I completely agree. And that's what's so positive about it, and why after last night's stream I was a little bit down and thought, no, I'm being too harsh. It played well, it feels good, and it's refreshing. And you're exactly right with the fact that they're putting in that much effort as well. Like, we're asking a lot for someone to come in and change the world, which, to be fair, they're doing an amazing job so far. Nice little inside run here. We're out of whips though. Oh, that's a good inside performance after a not very good performance out of the gate. But, oh, I love this horse so much. Again, there we are, White Boogie, just a thorn in my side, every which way. 2-year-old races should be fastly approaching as well, so it should be good to get another horse here shortly. Let me just check. Got maidens, but they're for 3-year-olds. So the 2-year-olds are June week 4. So not this week, the week after we should be able to start looking at getting another horse. So again, 1400 is probably just a bit too short. 1900 over a group 3, perfect way to send off before the 2-year-old season begins. One thing I'd like to see in the future is different rider stances. There are some. I'll show you. Jockey data, jockey, and then we go over to our style. So there are different styles. The menus could just be realigned a bit. That could be because I'm playing on a bigger monitor, so it's not perfect for everything. But there are different riding animations. I'm actually going to change mine. My drive is a bit too low. I like that one. Yeah, perfect. And we'll give that a try. But yeah, adding more, like, as the game grows and as the game develops and they get more copywriting rights and stuff like that, it'd be fantastic to see them add real life jockeys into the game and using their actions and everything else. But again, we're talking a long time into the future. Let's just enjoy the moment, enjoy this game that they've given us, and get to enjoy what we all love, which is horse racing and the community that it brings us all together. So I'm all for it. We're all here. As long as we can keep doing it all together, we're winning. Right, let's settle down. A lot of horses on my inside here, which is annoying. Can't get across the fence. I'm gonna have to try and tuck inside here. Not ideal. I really wanted to try and take the lead, but those 4 horses inside of me were just not playing fair. Nothing now, perfect. For me, I'm more of a breeding guy though. The aspect of not being able to breed horses as you race them and you retire them. The farm's there. Could have been, it can be added later. Just a little touch for me. But I do understand it from the sense of the people that play it. Probably more so the jockey simulation, which is fantastic. So they've got that part nailed right now. The gameplay, when it comes to that aspect, is phenomenal. So let's see how we go with this run here. It's starting to wind up now for 300 to run. We don't have a lot of sprint left, but neither do the horses up in front. We're gone. That early challenge to the lead probably did us in. We might still run top 5. Fading. Unlucky road. That's the main reason why I'm not playing it at the moment. No breeding better horses, but hopefully in the future they'll add it. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, we knew that going into it, that wasn't their main goal and that wasn't their main target. But, like, we know that they're listening to the community. We know that they're putting in the effort. So, all signs are pointing to them maybe being able to add these things going further down into the future.
If you spot a good horse.
Here we are. So the horses don't change. We're going to pick up the mare in Stifilio. More of a turf horse, has good speed, good acceleration, good stamina, and likes a super fast pace. Just doesn't have a lot of spirit, but hopefully that does not affect. We are going to edit this horse's tack though. So again, there's not any way to change the camera angle here. So we are probably just going to go the crossband with the patch. We are going to put on our colors this time with the plain band. Yep, there we go. We do want the white on the inside of that. Do we want green? We can go the other way around. Go green and white. There we go. Perfect. Bit doesn't matter to me. Bit guard relevant mask. We do need to change that to. We go white. Yeah, I don't really mind the pattern. The pattern's fine. The ear colors, we can change those to green. Shadow roll. Don't think we should need a shadow roll, but because this horse doesn't have much spirit, we might put some eye covers on. Put some blinkers on. No, we don't need full covers. We'll just put blinkers on. Right. Do we go green with the mask, guys? Yeah, I'm glad they're willing to listen too, because I understand it's very hard to put out a game like this. That's better. Yeah, that's better. And they've done something that we personally can't do. Is this any good? It depends on your expectations. If you're expecting a jockey simulator with good in-game mechanics that take a little bit of time to learn, the game's for you, and it plays like that. If you're looking for a winning post or a Group 1 jockey sort of atmospheric game, or Gallop Racer where you breed your own horses and you come through the ranks and all of that sort of stuff, then no, it's probably not for you. Which is fine, but it's really, you just need to have the time to sort of look at it and go, what do I want to get out of this game? Is the price tag a bit steep? That depends on how deep your pockets are. Am I disappointed that I bought the game? No. Would I buy it again? Well, I'm still playing it. But it all just comes down to how you feel comfortable and what you want to do with your money. You know, because we're all different. We all have different parts of our life that where we're up to, really. So it just comes down to learning together pretty much. So it'll update in time, like we said, and everything else will be fantastic. It will just take time. Sometimes we just got to enjoy the journey along the way. And if it doesn't improve, at least we gave it a decent shot and we tried. Right, we like a bit of distance in this horse, so the 1800's our best bet. Yep. And do we want to run it Hanshin, or do we want to run it Tokyo? Let's run it Tokyo for our debut, for our new horse. And you need some time off. Cool. Stifilio on debut in the newcomer Tokyo Race 5. We are the favourite here. good odds across the board. Lagoon Shade is the next pick in the market. Let's do it. Can't wait if they add tracks all across the world. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. And I want some Australian horses too. If I can get some Australian horses in, that would be fantastic. Another thing that would be boosting their portfolio. It all just takes time. Like, they've been working so hard in the background to get this game out, even with setback after setback. And even along the way, they've still given us demos, they've still given us betas. Like, it'll keep growing, and I know it will. It's just about giving them the chance to have a break now for a little bit, and the game will keep growing. And worst case scenario, if you guys aren't enjoying, or if you get it and you don't enjoy playing it, watch other people play it. It still watches fantastic. Like, the graphics when it comes to the racing are the best we've ever had. So we do have to appreciate it from that front. We're in a bit of hurt here. We've got pushed back in the field. We've got no motivation. We do have plenty of stamina. It's just whether or not we can get out and use it. Oh. There is a gap opening up there. I'm going to have to make a miracle happen here. Oh, he finally got out. No, too little too late, unfortunately. Too much went wrong in the run. So when it comes to riding long shots or favorites, when it comes to a career mode, the thing that I have noticed is if you negotiate for just a random race. So if I go in here right now and I go negotiate, if I click here and I want to race in this maiden, it will always put you on the favorite, where when you have your own horse, as you go through the grades, they'll start changing. So here with Jinsoku, if we have a look in our results, as you can see here, we started off long shot, real racing on turf, that's completely my bad. But then we're on the dirt, going through the grades, we're the favorite, the favorite, the favorite, the favorite. Then we jumped in some open class races against some really good horses, and then we started losing our favoritism. So it becomes more challenging the further through the ranks you go. The better the horse you buy with your points, the harder it is to get out of favoritism. But when you go into the menu here, let's just show you, for example, we'll just go the all lifetime wins, one win, the 1400 at Tokyo. Go back, we go into our race. I'll be on the favorite every time. So I do not do this. If I wanted to cheese the game and win the champion jockey round one, which all good if you want to play this way, play however you want. It's a game, it's made to be fun, do it this way. Go in here, race on the favorite every time, and learn the game. I suggest having one save file you have off to the side where you just play the game and learn the mechanics, what you need to do, get a feel for the game, riding on the best horses you can. When that becomes too easy, then buy a horse, make a new save file, find a horse that you are comfortable with. It doesn't have to be a super expensive horse. Look for something that suits your racing style, something that suits your pattern, and go from there. And then go through the grades, start racing in Group 1s, Group 2s, Group 3s. I haven't won a Group 1 yet. I've won a couple of Group 2s, a couple of Group 3s. Again, that all comes with time. That would be my advice if you are to pick up the game, is to just play the negotiation races for the first year on a different save file. Get a feel for the game, see how the game operates, how you need to run different horses, how they feel, how the other jockeys sort of work around you, and then go from there. Because yeah, when you negotiate like this, it puts you on the favourite every time, which, again, it's nice, but I'm also the type of person that doesn't really like that. And you can restart races at any time too. So if there's a particular horse you're struggling with, that's another thing that I also would recommend is restart races over and over again. So the controls on my setup, so I have a PS5 controller on a PC through Steam. You use triangle to get out of the gate. There's a couple of ways you can get out of the gate that I found. You can push with and just spam triangle and you'll come out of the gate, or you can try and time it. Both are good options. I change it from time to time depending on what horse I'm on and what their running style is.
First, let it run in its natural way.
You're ready to run. So X to slow down. You steer with your left stick and you tilt your head with the right stick. I find the right stick is a little bit too sensitive for my liking. Making sure there's no Group 3 race on the dirt anytime soon. Not for a little bit, cool. Then you've got your whips. So showing the whip will only slightly raise your motivation. So it won't raise your speed a lot, but it will raise your motivation a little bit. The shoulder whip will bring your speed up around the track and also boost your motivation a lot more. It's about 25% if you're low. And we should enter our other horse too. Before I get sidetracked. We need to race distance in this horse. So we've got 8. We've got perfect 2,000 meters. Nailed it. The indicators on the side of the screen, bottom left and bottom right, are when horses are sort of close to you. I try and avoid and just ignore them. I've had horses that glitch inside me at the moment. Obviously the game's new, there's a couple of glitches. So just making sure that you are trying to avoid them when you can. Sometimes you can't. So there I just spammed out of the gate. As you can see, I've got a decent start. This is a little bit too high sensitivity for me. That's the right stick there, just having a look around. You can finesse it slowly. As you can see, it's still a little bit flicky, but they'll ease that out in time as well. Up the top on your HUD, you've got your speed up the top. So you ideally want to hover between green or lower. I wouldn't go dark blue because that will completely demotivate you. But you want to try and sit between the green and the light blue if the pace is allowing it. Sometimes I've noticed with horses that like a slower pace, like for example here, even though this horse is meant to like a higher pace, will fall through the field and you'll start getting demotivated. At that point, if the field is going too fast for you, let them go. It'll impact your race far too much if you worry about trying to burn your stamina. Stamina is the most important stat in this game, in my opinion, because if you lose too much stamina trying to get into a position at the start of the race, you can't finish off. And if you lose too much during the middle of the race, then you lose your sprint as well, trying to maintain that position. So try and manage your stamina so you can start spurting around the back end of 400, as low as under that as you can, but ideally worst case scenario 400 meters. So as you can see, we didn't get our positioning right, our motivation is low, so I'm going to start trying to make a little bit of a move now, try and get that motivation up with just showing the whip. And then I'm going to use a shoulder whip because it's not doing a lot. We're a long way back. We might be able to put in a good run because we are in a newcomer race. As we turn here, I'm now going to open up with a couple of whips to get that motivation up. It's not really doing a lot, so I'm going to have to give another whip here to try and use some sprint. We are opening up the lead. Don't know if we'll get there in time. We might run second. We ran third. Getting points is more important at the end of the race if you can't finish off. If you're not happy with your performance, just restart them again. So as you saw, we had a decent start. The race didn't go our way. So we adjusted, we jumped back in the pack, and then we just tried to save as much stamina as we can to run home. You can't switch lead legs, no. There are nothing at this stage to change lead legs that I know. Okay, I've seen this game where I would rather be on the outside of horses unless I'm a front runner. Yeah, you get stuck on the inside quite easily, what I've noticed. But another thing is when you restart the race, it changes your barrier. So no matter what, if you don't like the gate, you could just instantly restart. I just don't mind that much. This is a good start for this horse. We are the favourite back in our open class. Like these races for Jinsoku are just so easy to win. As you can see, we've got into position now. We are going to slow down into that green area. This horse could just take the lead. I don't want to because we haven't settled in front. So we are just going to back off down into that light blue area and conserve as much stamina as we can. You'll know you're going too slow when you start falling back through the field. So just go back up a little bit and you'll notice that you'll sort of settle back in with the field without dropping. Unfortunately in this game, if you've got a horse on your outside and they get up on your nose, they will cross in front of you and you will lose speed. There's the example there. So my speed dropped and you cannot avoid that. That speed drop, that is. You can't avoid that speed drop. The only way to avoid that happening is to not allow that horse to cross you. That's the only way I've found to stop that from happening. Once one horse does it, if you're in the middle of a pack, good luck. So again, a couple of shoulder whips here. We've got plenty of stamina. Now our sprint's going, so we're just going to give one tap on the whip. I like to hold on to it here until these front runners start to fade. They normally go a little bit hard early, but I've also gassed. I should get up for third, which I did. But that's sort of the way you got to look at it. Yeah, just like galley racing, yeah. It's just a visible change in this game too, so they will fight to get inside onto the rail into the best position every time. Only way I found to avoid it is to just try and keep the speed on, which can burn your stamina. But let's have a look in again. We do have another open over the 1800. Do we have any group races? We do the week after. So we'll run in the group 3, a bit more money if we are able to win it. You needed another week off though, didn't you? So we'll race you the week after, which is perfect, the 2000 meetup maiden. Cool. I think we have 2 races yet again, so it'll be interesting for sure. We are the favourite again, Apollo Kentucky. We should win this. You can also hold triangle here to start your multiplayer once you get so far into the game. It'll create a room and then other people that are playing the game can join this and join into this race and they'll get allocated a random horse. As you can see it reloaded. So the yellow outline players will be the online players. We'll give it a couple of minutes and we'll just see if anyone joins. At the moment I've only raced against 2 people because I haven't actually been doing a lot of online racing. But the first one, I beat him comfortably, he raced horribly, and then the next one, the player lagged out and the race glitched out. So, again, nobody's joining. So we're just going to race without... Oh, there we go. We just got someone joined in right as I said that. So we do have another person in here. So let's give them a run for their money. It's a great start for Jinsoku. We weren't able to get to the front though, ideally. And it also tells you what the other player is riding. So they're on the 5, we are up the front on the 9. Again, we can probably try and slow our pace just a little bit. But the second this horse on our outside decides it wants to jump in front of us, it will not hesitate. So far so good. We didn't really get the break I wanted to up the front. Probably going to have minimal stamina in the back end of the race. Now we're going to have to just not use the reins and all that straight away. We just go and just start going. As you can see, the random player has round like that. Not bad run accordingly, but we definitely did better than the other player, that is for sure. Yeah, like they got beat. We beat them by 5 seconds. Which is strange because I actually put them on the 9th favourite, which I haven't seen before. So unless they've nominated their own horse, maybe? Normally it puts them on the 2nd favourite. So now we have Stifiello up again. Hopefully we can get a win for everyone. Across the fence. Let's lead this, and we should do well. Again, take it down. So, interesting that this horse says it likes a fast pace, but the green meter's in the same place as every other horse, and we're only going 54 clocks. And this is not a fast pace, it's baby stretch of injury. We're just going to let the front runners go do their own thing now. We're able to settle down into our position. We just need to try and save as much stamina as we can so we can time our run at the right time. The rail will open up here because it's a wet ground. AIs 9 times out of 10 will give up the rail in the corner if it's wet. So try and utilise that. Ground is a little bit softer sometimes, but it's not that unbearably playable. Especially if you've got a decent horse on you. So we've got the perfect amount of stamina. As you see, we've still got 0.10 going into the 400. So we're able to manage our stamina perfect that round. We're going to start going now, a little bit of the show whip. Once we get under that 300, we're going to let that whip go. There we go. And I'm not going to use my next whip yet until this horse overtakes us. We've still got 10 seconds of sprint left. The horse is struggling next to us, so we're just going to pull away now. Not even going to use another whip, don't need to. That's the race over with. First win for Stiff. Comfortable performance in the end, pulling away by over a second. Winning by probably 10 lengths. But yeah, when you get that good start, if you can get across to the front, settle the pace, it's a real nice feeling. Right, let's give these horses a bit of break. Right, what do we got? Group 3 on turf, nope, nope, and nope. Too short, 1800. We do have the group. We do have a group race over the 2000. We dirt there. We might do that, yeah. Put you back into your group races. And now we want to see what you are up to. You should be into the no more than one lifetime win. We could try you in a group 3. It might be too early. There's no other races for you really anyway at that distance. Yeah, we're going to try 1800. So both horses are getting ready for group 3 action. When it wants to load. Maybe we have had a crash. I can't do anything. I might have to reboot the game here, everyone, unfortunately. Yeah. It won't even let me close the window, so I'm going to have to open the task manager. Okay, we'll open that up in a second and we'll get back in. Hopefully it auto-saved our progress. Cool. Here we go. Here we go. And the chat box is back too. Perfect.
Start climb. Check the status screen.
Right, we are in September week 1, which means we need to re-enter our horses. Look at this. This was the race before. Does that mean you haven't won a race yet, technically? Damn. Oh no, last win was our last start. Okay, cool. Yeah. We didn't lose any progress. Cool. Very difficult to win. I bought already need patience. Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. We're only the 4th favourite, but Saturna Aries is $1.50, and then Saturno Alicia is $5.90, and the rest of the field is just in different stratosphere. So good luck. We'll see how we go. I might make that chat box a little bit smaller. Oh, I didn't think. I will retry that only because I'm trying to find somewhere where to put that chat box. I think we might have to go without it unless we move it over to the side, but I don't want to take up too much real estate. Like we could put it here. Is that readable for you guys? Because I just don't want it in the way. Try that, and if it's in the way, we'll just get rid of it. Let's try that again. Out of the 10th peg this time. Great start. Ideally, I just kind of want to get the lead. You let me cross you, that'd be fantastic. There we go. So AI decided we're allowed to lead. That's fantastic. So we're going to put the brakes on and slow this field right down. Try and save up as much of that stamina as we can. So far so good here. Again, we're in a very strong field, so I do expect to be outgunned a little bit down the straight. So that's why I kind of wanted to lead and try and save as much stamina. So here comes the field, so we are going to be proactive here and not allow them to just come and take the lead for free. That just means doing a little bit more work up front. Not ideal, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to hold on to that lead. We've got plenty of stamina left. We're still holding the front. All signs are pointing perfect. Sprint is over 13, which is huge. This might go towards the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Darken. Come on, Stiffy. Time to get ready. Right, time to go. Let's see what Stiffy has in the tank against these stronger horses. They're not racing us down yet. The 2's sticking with us. It's going to come down to the wire. The 6 is going to be super late. Oh, the 6 out of nowhere. That was a great performance, though. That's the way I like to ride these type of horses that can run up the front. Like, it's just such a fun race style. As you can see, it clearly works. Like, we were outgunned by, what, $20, and we nearly won a Group 3 against much more competitive horses. So, I love running like that. Cool. And we also have Jin back up soon, which should be anytime soon. As in now. Yeah, the 6 had to gas. We knew that. We are the favourite in a Group 3 though. We've gone past White Foog now too, in the sense of our development too, which is great. So this is a real chance to get back in the winner's circle in the group stage. Again, I want this lead, but I don't think the 8's going to give it to us. And I don't want to fight too hard. But if we can keep that 4 from boxing us in, then I'll be happy. Yep. Hopefully the 8's just going to let us have the front. We're going to run the exact same way as we ran Stiffy. Let Jin just settle up in front. We're going to back off that pace. Exactly the same thing. We're going to let us do it now. Settle, Jin. Perfect. Build up that sprint. See, if we can get over 13 sprint, that's generally a good sign that you're managing your pace quite well. Just got to keep an eye on that 6 coming up, making sure that they don't come and pressure for that lead. Which they are, which we probably waited too long. Which is White Foog. No. That's what we didn't want to happen. Now we got crossed by 2 because of the rapid effect. Now we're having to sort of do a bit more work than we wanted to. I shouldn't have let him sleep so much. I let him sleep so much. We've put ourselves in a really tough spot. We did get over 13 still, and we are close to that 4. Now, how am I going to get out of here? They're going to let me out. That's unheard of. Right, let's go. Come on, Jin. Kick. The 7's putting in the work. Can we keep up? On the wire. We were able to bounce back there. Great win in the Group 3 stakes. Winning by 0.1 of a second. 0.1 of a second. That's nearly a dead heat. That was a great race. That's awesome. A lot of money coming in too. That's a great win. Perfect. Let's have a couple of weeks off. Stiffy is ready to go again. I think that first race was actually perfect for you. This one here, the 2-year-old 2,000 meter. Double check. You are a turf horse. There you are. Yeah, that text box is a bit delayed and I don't know how to speed it up. I might have to do some searching and stuff as well. But feel free to give me a hand if you know how to fix it on the fly. We've got the group 3 here, and then we can finish off with the group 1 at the end of the year. That's what we do. Let me consult with my friend Google. Google is a great friend indeed. Rightio. Stiffy. Still the favourite here. And by all means, the odds on pop. Reef Hush. $6 behind in the market. So, we're quite fancy. We can run like we did last time, that's understandable. Not as good of a start. The 2 is going to be a bit annoying on our inside, but we're probably going to try and hold this 4 out and take the lead. Again, I don't recommend burning out this much unless you're on a really strong horse. We've just used 30 stamina in 400 meters. Again, these horses are going to come up and try and be annoying now. I don't want them to cross us. They're just going to sit outside me. I'm just going to have to deal with them. But I'm like, I can't let them cross me. Up this way into the race. Stamina's not as good as it was last time, that's for sure. At this stage, it's about 5 per 100 meters, so we should run out of stamina in about 450 meters. Far off. Audio, time to go, Stiffy. We've got a horse race here, ladies and gentlemen. Is it the 10? The 10 had enough though. Stiffy putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lengths on the field. 2 whips in hand. The 2 is going to put in a late surge late, but it's going to be all Stiffy Elio. Yeah, with these horses that can run up the front, it's just the best rate to rate them out the gate. Get them to the front. Back off the tempo, don't get crossed again, and just control the pace of the race. So we're slowly building towards that group 1, which is the goal here. Down, go forward a week. Jin is ready to get back in the market, and same with Stiffy. Group 2, but too short of a distance for you. Too short of a distance. That's getting tempting. Or we can go in a group 3 at 2,000. That's perfect. I think we might run a really good race in there. Thought I already did that. So in my YouTube studio. I don't know if I... Give me a second, hold on. There won't be any music for a second. Always show message. Hide delay, 0 seconds. Chat delay, 0 seconds. No, I think I might have just fixed it. Because that came through straight away. So hopefully that's fixed it. Just messing around with the settings. Right. Jin up here today, again, the favourite in the Group 3, really becoming a strong horse at this class. Yeah, let's say that. Okay, it's coming through. Good. Perfect. Might have just been it wasn't updated properly. Right, let's go. Not the best start, but we do have the inside rail. If we can cross the 1, you know what I'm going to want to do. The 1's not giving it up. There we go. Now they've decided to let the lead. Perfect. No, go away. Thank you. This little battle that we've had up the front has cost us a fair bit of stamina, unfortunately. And as you can see, our sprint is affected by it as well. But we've built it back up to around 11. But it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Oh, it looks to be deceiving. The 6 should fade. The 6 cost us that race. Damn it. If I could have kept the 1 tucked in on the fence too, I might have been able to still win that race. But yeah, Best Warrior just put on too much of a challenge down the back. We used up too much of our sprint and our stamina early to try and hold them out. Not the best situation, but we're still getting points. Nearly already back up to 14,000. So that's a good sign. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that race name. We're just going to go with the Radio Stakes. We are the long shot here, Steffi. Getting a bit outclassed here by some stronger horses in his age class, or her age class, I should say. Heavy favourite here is Cadnas, ridden by Jay Bernard, the top jockey in the game. Let's see how we go. Let's start. It's a lot harder to find the front in these higher class races, especially when you're rated very forward. Don't want to be burning this much stamina. Race is over. I tried too hard to get the front, and the 9 just held me out. That's our race done, everybody. We're going to drop out very quickly. Unfortunately, the 9 did not want to play ball and let me cross. I probably should have just tried to tuck him anyway. We're not very popular in this race, so it would have made sense to just take cover and try and get a good run home. But we've got to take some risks every now and again too, so... We're not getting disgraced at this point. We're still putting in a good late surge. Oh, the 2's flying home. The 9's not going to hold on. I'm kind of glad the 9 didn't win after what happened up front. It would have frustrated me greatly. Yeah, the third pick at the market. I should have handed up. I should have taken the easy wrap. I'll be in the steward's room. But in saying that, I did finish 11th, and I was picked 11th in the market. The stewards don't have that information though normally. Rightio. We have a couple weeks left in the year. June is ready to go for one more race. I believe there is a Group 1 at the end of the year, which it is. No, that's for turf. Where's the dirt Group 1? Or is it the start of the year? That's a Champion Stakes. Did I miss it? Ah, here it is. It is. It's right here. Champion Stake right here. I was going to say, I raced it last year. Group 1 racing time, ladies and gentlemen. The Champions Cup. Biggest dirt race of the calendar year. We are the 5th pick of the market, $10 in 10. Best Warrior here yet again. Hopefully doesn't cause us too many grievances this time out. Crystalite, strongest dirt horse going around at the moment by far. Let's give Crystalite something to chase. Let's go. Not a great start. That's gonna probably come down to give my honest opinion on this game. A couple of quirks, a couple of funny things about it, a couple of glitchy things that are happening which can be a little bit frustrating at times, but generally outside of that, I'm actually enjoying the gameplay. It's different. It's not the same game copy and pasted like the TI jockeys. I would like a breeding aspect. If they were able to bring that up, that would be fantastic. But again, I know that's not what this game is intended for. So that's probably not going to happen. But unfortunate. When it comes down to being a jockey simulator, being able to buy these horses and go through, like stuff like this though. I'm on the rail and this horse squeezes me through. And now I get pushed back more and I lose speed when he crosses me. Stuff like that. It gets a little bit annoying quickly, but a lot of stuff you come to avoid. I can't get out! Now I can. I'm not going to have enough sprint left. I just got pushed too far through the field. I'm going to start dropping out. Damn, 10th. Not the run we wanted to have, unfortunately. He's got boxed in, got pushed back through the field, couldn't find the front. But again, none of the favourites really did a lot there. That was anyone's race to win, and unfortunately, we just didn't ride well. Those races happen. We'll win one eventually. But the good thing about Jin is, if we go into Jin status, we got one more year. We peak next year, so we've still got a little bit to grow. We're coming into our own really, which is great. So we'll go forward, finish out the year. The Tono Diamond winning horse of the year, Crystalite winning best dirt horse. So we did see that coming. So Crystalite is the target for us to beat going forward. Cool. Right, let's get into some more races now. Group 3 action for the 4-year-old plus only. That will be a super competitive field, I believe, because that will be the lead up until the next Group 1. And we're looking for a bit of distance here. 2,000 for Stiffy Elior. Elior. There we go. Cool. Both horses are in prime racing condition. Let's go. We are the 16th pick. I accidentally held it too long. Not an ideal start. Need to slow down now though. See what I mean? Like, they just come down right on our nose and we just lose all that ground. And like, I can't actually move right now. I got a horse I can't see. And like, as you can see, I'm moving the horse's head, but I can't move. So I'm trapped in this position now because they can force themselves down on top of me and you slow down. And then you got horses like that merging. Look, they're merged. And now I'm stuck again. Why would you go back to the rail? Why would you go to the rail? That's the one thing that annoys me, is they prioritize the rail way too much. Let's see if we can recover any of this. Wait, what? How did I do that? I patted the horse. How did I pat the horse? I think I did it with down. I mean, it wasn't a disgraceful performance. We were meant to finish last. But it would have been nice to not have to deal with the bumper cars. Group 2, Porygon Stakes again. That's not even Porygon, it's a Procurion Stakes. My bad. And Gold Dream's the favourite here. We only have one other horse that sort of likes to run. Oh, well, there's 4 horses, sorry, that like to run towards the front. But no real front runner, so we can get to that front. I'll be taking it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely could use a little bit of attention, that's for sure. Right, time to go, Jin. Come on. Who's going to be the danger? Get up. Come on, Jin. Come on, Jin. Yes, Jin. Back in the winner's circle. I was super worried when those horses started pressuring us after burning out of the gate the way we did. It took us a long way to settle. We were way into the first turn. But Jin just continues to be impressive every time out, especially when I am starting to doubt that he's got enough left in the tank, he finds another gear. It's so impressive. So if you see him in one of your shops, honestly, I would highly recommend picking him up. I'm going to drop Defelio back down into a open class event to try and give him a bit of a buffer. Get him back in that winning circle.
Any races you want to ride?
That's not what I wanted to do. We wanted to look last week. I think oh, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, this is what I want to race in. Won't let me race in that with... Why won't it let me race in there?
Any races you want to ride?
There we go, that's why, because I'm not actually on the horse. There we go. Perfect. Sorry guys, I am a little bit sick. Every now and again I will be muting my mic just so you don't hear me cough up my lungs. So I do apologise if I randomly go quiet mid-sentence or anything silly like that.
5 whips is the limit. Use them in succession and you'll accelerate well, but they can also help hold off the late fade.
Don't waste them.
Waste them.
Great advice. Great advice. February Stakes, back in Group 1. We are the 5th pick in the market again. Coming off a win. We are up against Gold Dream. No Horse of the Year, no Crystallite. Crystallite is... No, I'm blind. Horse 7, Crystallite is in the field. Gold Dreams come out of nowhere. Great start. We did draw a poor barrier, unfortunately. Is the 8 going to let us cross? We're not going to give them much of a choice. Perfect. All the way back down into the light blue. Good sprint. All it's going to take. Will we have enough in the tank though? We are racing at Group 1 level. This is not open class. It's not a Group 3. This is graded 1 stakes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's not illegal at all. But the gap opens up for Jinsuku. Jinsuku's hit the front. We are currently fighting off the challengers. No one's coming. Here come the late surges. No! We didn't lose that momentum at the start. Where's the protest button? That is the most illegal thing I have ever seen in a horse race. Like, let's watch the replay of that. Like, I don't watch the replays very often. I like skip through, skip through, skip through. Hold on. I heard a noise. No, let me find it. We'll watch it from this perspective, right? From the horse behind us. We're holding the rail, holding the rail, holding the rail, not doing anything illegal. They push down onto the rail, if anything, and then jumps in front of us right as I make my move. Ah, damn. That's so unfortunate. We didn't even get money for that because we ran 6th. Ah, that's so unlucky. 1 second, I've just got to check my mini feed. I heard a noise. Oh, new subscriber. Thank you, James Barrow, for the subscription. Appreciate it. Welcome into the Basic Blue Racing Ranch.
Use stamina to get through the race. Then use your
Right, who do we
sprint
need
from the
to-
crucial point to the finish.
Give you a bit of a break. How much GB? Carls, what do you mean? How much GB does that? What's GB? We drop back in class here with Stefalio, and he's still a long shot against Kimono Impulse. So there we go. It's a great start. It depends on your region. I'm from Australia and it was 50 Australian dollars. So if you're in America, it would probably be about 30 to 35. If you're in UK, can try and convert it on Google, $50 Australian to whatever currency you have. Be my best bit of advice for you. It's up to you guys whether or not you enjoy it enough to give it a try. If not, feel free to come in here and watch it for free. Welcome in, Callum. How you doing? $36. Thanks, Rach. Thank you for your generosity. Taking time out to do that work for me. I do my math. It's not mathing. Right. Again, we don't want this horse to cross us. Nope. And now I'm stuck. Right, we're going to let them have a little bit of a race here. I need to be able to get out of this gap. Cool, I was able to create a little bit of distance. We've got 800 to run. I don't know if we're going to have enough stamina in this race now. Good. Nah, I think this horse is about to drop out. Up we get. Come on. We did rally back home for fourth. That's not bad. We weren't picked very high in the market there, so better than I was actually expecting after that bit of a challenge. So, it was sixth, we ran fourth, nearly ran in money. The three favourites really put on a show up front, so. Right, let's give these horses a bit of a break. We got a group 3 again at the perfect distance, so we'll do that. Do I have a weight for age? It is the Guineas. I have not raced in the Guineas yet. Let's do it. Why not? Well, what do we got to lose? Our pride. Oh, I skipped that. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit finicky. Instead of just being press X to advance, it's hold. So you get into the habit of just holding X button for no reason. But hey. Long story short, you're going to have a very dexterous fun at the end of it, that's for sure. Right, we're up front, we're settled. I have no idea what other horses are in this race, what our market value is or anything. All I know is that we found the front quite comfortably. $800 to run. We're in a decent spot here. Don't let this 8 cross me. Let's go, Jin. A little bit of show. Oh, good acceleration off the corner. Putting a couple lengths in the field. We still got plenty to run though, 200 to run. No one's really putting in any challenges late. It's gonna be all Jinsuku. Not gonna use the other two whips, don't need them. Great performance, great win. From gate to wire, never looking in doubt. There we go, we weren't the favourite. Maybe that is the way, guys. Maybe we don't look at our odds. We just go into the race blind and hope for the best, because I would not have picked another horse to top us in that market. The way we raced that was great. Yeah, this Grey is a fantastic horse. As you can see here, if we go into our results, 16 from 27. A lot of races. You can see. A lot of races, a lot of favoritisms, a lot of wins. But some good performances in Group 1s as well, which is the big thing. So we just need to try and tick one off before Jin declines too much. But we got the Guineas up next for Stapelio. Here we go. 2,000 guineas. We are meant to run last. I can deal with that. Our favourite would be Mozo Catchin. So we've got a lot of work to do. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Time will tell. We're not going to be able to lead in this race. We tried that last time and faded, so just try and settle up into a good position this time and hope for the best after that. I'm trying to stay in the middle of this horse, but I can't because I've got a horse trying to wedge in the inside. I've got a horse on the outside trying to also get inside. So let's just jump out. Like, I should have plenty of room to still come down there, but it won't let me go any further down. Can't get out now. You're riding my lane. Excuse me. I was here first. Yeah, we got no stamina left. We're gonna drop, so let's just give it all we can and see if we can hold on to any position. We are picked for last, so it's not the end of the world result here. We have a bit more racing to do with this horse, but not an ideal race by any stretch. Once you start getting boxed like that, unfortunately, there's not much you can do. The horse gets discouraged. You can't really move. Once they get the collision, everything down pat, I think we'll be fine. Not the 2,000 guineas result we were sort of looking for, unfortunately. But always next week. Jimmy Ho, thank you for the subscription. Welcome in. Welcome to the Basic Blue Ranch. We do have a decent race here. I'm just checking to make sure there's no Group 3s on the dirt. There is 1,900 meters. Fantastic. We'll give Stapelio a little bit of a layup and give him something a bit easy to conquer. Or never mind. Because why give him an easier race when the Dratanese Derby is right there? Here we are. We are the favourite again back on Jinsoku. KT Brave, next pick in the market. Heavy track. Jin loves a sloppy track. So this should be fantastic. Don't mind the gate floating, by the way. It does that every now and again. Right, we want to hold this 6 out. We don't want to get boxed in here. No, 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 no. You can't come across. Hey, yeah, that's what I thought. But welcome into everyone that's newly subscribed to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the content. I am a harness racing driver, so I have grown up around horse racing. Just the one with the cart on the back of the horse, not on top of it. So grew up around standard bred horses. Still have my driving license in my local area. Unfortunately, just don't do a lot of driving these days. So, but I am hoping to get back on the track soon, but time will tell. I forgot to slow the horse down a fair bit, so we've not got enough stamina left at the moment to win this race, unfortunately. So we're just going to try and back off as much as we can and save as much stamina as we can to make a late surge. Which means we are going to lose some positions, but it means we should have enough to also have a good run at it. Right, time to go, Jin. Come on, Jin, up you go. Good boy, Jin. Get. Yes, Jin. Great ride. That was a great stretch run. I didn't think we had enough left in the tank there, especially when I had to back off and let those horses go. But again, whenever Jin looks like he's down and out, he finds another gear. That was a great win. And that's why I'm still enjoying this game. Like races like that, when you do the right things, but then you make an adjustment. Like I started out the gate, I found the lead, realized that I ran too hard early, backed off,
skills are
and then was able to go again.
In a race. It's
Also,
not just about
look at these jockey
them.
skills.
Find
What do we
ones that
think?
suit your riding
Is it
style.
in jockey? Yeah. So precision machine, improves judgment of the race pace and the race control. The wide sweep reduces the sprint consumption when racing on the outside. And the same for that. So they're 100,000 points each. I don't have any of them yet. I feel like I'm leaning more towards getting precision machine if I do focus it. But because we're close to losing Jin, I don't want her to go and then us not have a good enough horse to replace her. So we know we're the long shot. We don't need to question that. Alright, let's go back into our jockey again. And dodging car simulator has started. I'm trying to slow down, I'm trying to stop hitting horses, but then we end up out the back of the field. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to run late home with like whatever sprint we have. Unfortunately, we're just going to try and save some stamina. We're not fancied, we know that. But up there playing dodging cars was not going to work for us either. So. Some really nice music though for the derby. It'd be really nice to get to the point later in the game where you can buy horses that are able to win the Triple Crown. It'd be nice. try and speed up a little bit now. Come on, you still have a job to do. Wake up. If we beat one horse home, technically we've still won. Come on, kick. Beat the 8, beat the 8, beat the 8, beat the 8. We beat the 16 too? No, unfortunately we cannot. That's going to take a lot of playing to try and win that race. Brady Orr picks up the win here in the Japanese Derby. We were nowhere close. That 30k bonus would have been very nice. They would have gone a long way between drinks, I tell you. Right, what do we got? 2100's too far. 1200 is turf. Got a couple of 1700, 1700. So we don't have anything for a while in the dirt until the 1400. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the 1700. Cool. So now the Bellio's ready to go again. And we need to give you a win. So 2600 is the perfect race for you. A little bit of distance, but not Group 1 champions. Heavy favourite here, as we should be in an open race with Jin. Dropping way back in class. I don't even know how we're allowed to race in open stakes at this point. Right, we'll try and we'll try and take a seat here, just because we don't need to really lead this race because we're so heavy in the market. Need you to settle, Jim. Cool. A lot of convincing for Jim to settle down racing in her natural position, which is kind of funny. What are these horses up the front doing? They're jostling off the fence. Probably went a little bit too early around that corner. I should have saved that route. Here we come. Come on, Jin. Good job. Is there a way to do anything here? No. One race I randomly pet my horse and I want to do it again. But it's just not allowing me to do it, unfortunately. Back-to-back racing action in the 2600. We are the heavy favourite. Big drop in class compared to the Japanese Derby. There we go. Great start. Go straight to the top. Dictate the pace. We can try to slow the pace down a bit now. Horse drifted out a little bit there, I'm not sure what happened there. Four is right on our tail. You'll think we're running a tad too hot, but if I drop the pace at all, the four will try and challenge us, and I don't really want to do that. Sorry, Blue just got back, he's still only getting favourites. I've been here on act that it's best to get your horse into the right position as early as possible. Only when you're negotiating races. So if you've got your own horse, it doesn't happen. So I just avoid doing any of the random races. I just buy a horse and get them through the grade, so then it's an interesting challenge the way through. And I'd tend to agree. You ideally want to be in position because then it won't impact your motivation, which is the biggest thing in this game for me at the moment, is making sure that your horse's motivation stays at that 50 mark between the race, and you're making sure that your sprint is growing. The more sprint you have at the end of the race, the better. But as you can see here, Stafelio prefer, like I've noticed that even though they've only got a slight shade on the lead, they actually run a lot better in the lead. So I tend to do that 9 times out of 10 if other horses in the race allow me to do so. And I think we've braided this horse perfectly in front. We're going to hit this corner. And we're off. Monster going in. There we go. The other horses cannot keep up with it. Got 2 whips in the bang. Beautiful. No horse inside. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this leg style. I think I found the kinks to it, how you can run it. Next year we'll buy another horse because Jin will need to be retired. Nearly. Let's just have a quick look. So yeah, we peak between 5 and 6, and we're already between 5 and 6. So this is unfortunately Jin's peak stat. So this is hopefully her best year. So we should hopefully get a Group 1 this year. Not to put the Mozzie on it, but we do have a Group 3 here. Checking we don't have anything else closer. No. So we'll do that Group 3 over the 1700 trip. And then we'll go over to when you're ready to go. Perfect. The Elm Stakes. And we're still the favourite, KT Brave. We've versed this horse a few times. Hasn't been close. We're going to make sure it's the same today. Great start, straight to the front. Excuse me, Thought. I'm not sharing. Yeah, so it helps to burn a little bit of stamina, but as soon as you settle up the front, you've got to slam the brakes on. Get back in the green, the low side of green, if you can. The lower in the green the game will allow you to do like the pacing of the race, the better. At the moment, probably a little bit lower than I need to be, but these horses are going to come up and challenge me. this pressure that they're putting on going to be very killer. It's going to actually impact our race quite a little bit. Time to go, Jim. You've got anything left to the tank time squad. Yes, Jim. Beautiful. Just such a fun horse to ride on. She's well and truly paid for herself too. I think she was only 28 grand. We can find out how much she's earned. Results. 62,000. So she's doubled what I bought her for, which is fantastic. Right, let's get you into a race. Do have group 3 action, but it's 3-year-old plus. We get 1,800 though for this 2,200 meter race. I think we might do that one instead. Yeah, and we are the favourite as we should be. Let's go. Sometimes the inside draw isn't always ideal position you want when you want to try and lead, because the outside horses tend to try and keep outside you and use that momentum from the wide gate to try and cross you. You burn up just as much stamina as you do on the inside as you would the outside. Just making sure you take the time. Have a goal in mind. If you can't reach it, what's your next step? Ten's going to be annoying, but that's fine. We'll hopefully drop off the pace a little bit in a second. We got a long way to go, and we've only got 30 stamina. I know it's a longer race, but that stamina's going to have to last us a while. And the 10, we're just going to have to let the 10 go. We do not have anything left in the team to fight this horse off. So if we get crossed here, we're just going to have to ride for luck. Okay. They didn't get too aggressive, which was lucky. Which actually helped us out tenfold, because now we have plenty of stamina. Time to go. Who's looking dangerous? The 5 put in a bit of a speed burst, but that's backed off. The 6 is still with us. 7's gone. All with a late surge. Beautiful win. We'll have. It was just a coincidence too that these two horses have the same leg style. I'm not complaining one bit, that's for sure. Cool. We'll get Jen back in another race and we'll go from there. Right, what do we got? Group 3 action. I haven't had you in a group 3. Turf. Nothing really. Could run you in an open again, but it's not really going to do anything. Group 3 would probably be the best race so far that I've seen. Yeah, we'll go the group 3 over 2,000. Can I negotiate a group 1 race? That won't let me ride in Group 1s. It's fair enough. Okay, T Brave takes favorship over us this time around. Okay. We are in the serious stakes. We are carrying 65 kilos. That would probably explain why. But even the lowest horse in the field carrying 57, and they are a long shot, so we should be fine on that front. Any horse that's worth it's already carrying a bit of weight with us. See if we can get across to that fence. Good start. The 11's going to stick on our inside and be a pain all the way by the look of it. That's okay. Cross down to that fence. So we've got a few more months out. Our target race will probably be the Champion Stakes for Gin. For finish out the year at the Group 1 level. And ideally finish off the year of her peak with a Group 1. It's all going to come down to draw. It's all going to come down to the start and how much momentum I can build out of the gate. If we get a perfect start, there's no reason why we can't win. But there's going to be some luck involved, that's for sure. Hoping the favourites get pinned back in the field, get clogged up, the runs aren't clean. Never say never. That's not ideal. But I had to do it because I don't have enough stamina to fight you. I can't move. I'm getting pinned. You cheeky monkey. Yeah, that's what you get. Tried blocking me in so I couldn't get out, then had to pull out to make their own run, and still got blocked. That was karma. Beautiful. Sometimes these things just happen. That was hilarious. I've got you, Nita. Not at all, buddy. 2000 Open's probably the best bet. Or do we push it and have you fully rested for the St. Lancho? We don't. We can raise October, and when is the last Group 1 for you? Here, on the first week. So we race today in the Open, and then we finish off the year with a Group 1 for Gin. We are the favourite, we expect to be these days. We're going to try racing Gin a little bit more casual here, not pushing for the lead as hard. Don't feel like we should need to in this field, but we've already used a fair bit of stand too, so. do have a lot of sprint built up there from using this, but we are a lot further back. And we are losing some motivation, which means when we do want to go, it's not going to be that simple. We went too early, I had to use some sprint to try and catch up to the field. Well, I don't like trying something different. Not the form we want to take into a group run. There is online racing, but it can be a little bit finicky at the moment. I can show you how to sort of do it. After you get to a certain point, after you've won so many races, it will, the old guy will say something, and multiplayer will come up, which you just hold triangle here, and it'll create a room, and then it allows for other players to potentially join that room. The race will reload, and now the option is available for players who are online to find that race. They do take some time to join, but when they do, they'll come up highlighted yellow on don't know if it's a random horse or if it's the favorite or whatever it is, but we'll just see how we go. We'll give it probably 2 or 3 minutes just to see if anyone joins into the Ascent Ledger here. And if they do, fantastic. If they don't, we just race it. So. Got a few friends who will buy it. Fantastic. I'm enjoying it. Again, it's got a couple of little quirks here and there, but otherwise, pretty good. No one's joined, so again, we're going to ready up and let's see if someone joins right on the buzzer. Yeah. Cool. Ready to go. See if I can try and get across here. You just gotta take a risk. We're not meant to win this race. Slow down, slow down. Whee. Like, look at how much sprint we use to get up here though, that's the problem. Now we've only got 3 seconds of sprint left. Also, when you're in the game mode, Mickey, if you look in the top left below the thing, it will actually have the horse's number that the other player is riding, so you can keep an eye on them in the field. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, we can't fight them, we've just got to let them go. We don't have the sprint at the end to win this race. We don't have the stam really. So we're just fighting to try and beat as many horses home as we can. We're super outgunned in this field. Sort of to be expected. But unfortunately, we had to try something different. See what we can do. We haven't got much. Didn't actually finish as badly as I thought we would. We still beat some horses home. This looks great from a small studio. I still play Guardrace. GI Jockey, been waiting for a new horse game. Yeah, I think we all have. And that's the thing, like, there's been some bad reviews being put on it, but unfortunately when you're comparing it to a company like Koei, who's been doing Japanese horse racing games for decades, it's just not a fair comparison. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it can't be that good. It's just going to take time. And what I'm more focused on out of this game is enjoying what aspects it brings that are different. Like, it'll all come with time, that's for sure. And they're updating it regularly as well. Oh, we could race both of our horses against each other. Wouldn't that be funny? 3,600. You can only run 32. So that's not that race is definitely not for you. I think we might just give you a bit of a break and run you in an 1800. We're not putting in another group one. That's just a waste of time. And open at 3,000. There we go. Perfect to finish off the year. Here we go. Jinsuku's last attempt, potentially at winning a Group 1. We are the 6th pick in the market, $9.10. Gold Dream is our favourite. Crystalite, 3rd pick. Last year's Dirt Horse of the Year. And KT Brave, who we have beat a few times in succession. Not bringing in the best form, but a whole new race. Easy Rage. Catch you next time. Thank you for staying for most of the stream. Appreciate it. A decent start from Jin. Oh, we need to get to that front. Did get the front. Can we get down low blue? You can't let this horse cross. I don't like how much stamina we don't have. Time to go. Now or never, Jin. Come on, Jin, get up. Ah. We're gonna fall to 5th. Nah, we tried our best. Wasn't to be the fairy tale story there, unfortunately, for Jin. We did not get beat by the favourite. We got beat by a long shot who had the race of a lifetime, who ran 2nd, and Mitsubi winning champion stakes to finish out. Not the way we wanted to win, but These things
There's a
happen.
race
We got one race
on
to
your
finish up.
mind. Take a look.
Got one more to go. How fast did you decline? I mean, you should hold for the 6-year-old, hopefully. But I don't know how to retire horses in this either, so we'll see how that goes. How's a Noko? Was I not paying attention? I can't remember that name. Armandai has made an appearance. Best 2-year-old filly. Yuto, Yuto Mochizuki. Keeping Jay Bernard for the champion jockey. Rightio, let's have a look at what the crop of horses has for us this year. Let's sort by price. Gran Algeria. Wow, look at the spirit and the consistency on this horse. That would be nice. Some of these horses are absolute freaks. Lots only you. And by Mars. So again, let's have a look from... We can... Oh, what anything from here, dude. No, not interested. No, short growth, not interested. Nope. Interesting. Also interested if we just take a cheapie just to get some more points at the moment. You don't look too bad. Good to speed, it's a bit of a sprinter. Has everything but spirit. Jaguar Maori generated. That puts more insight on how the game will handle career mode past season 12. I see. Thanks, bro. I'm going to download this game and get grinding them points. Well, good luck. Feel free to drop back in and let me know how you travel with it. And enjoy the game. Enjoy it for what it is and let me know how you go. Simple as that. We might leave it. We might not buy a horse this year. We might just see what Jen can do on the back end of her career. We will get her ready to run. We might just stick it to opens and just try and see if we can just build up some points. Like, not the worst idea I've had. We got the long trip here though with Stefalio. Hoping that we can hit the front without using any of our sprint. Not looking likely at the moment. Here we go, perfect. Go slow down, go slow down, go slow down. They're both trying to challenge me for the lead. The question is, do I give it some? I'm gonna have to now. Don't really get the choice. You have 2 horses already. Yeah, I had 30 grand. I didn't save for the upgrades. So I'm going to... I've got a mare who's just turned 6 and she peaked halfway through her last season. So I'm just going to stick her into some open class races and try and build up some points. And then we have this young one who's 4 now, Stephelio. Not as good as our other mare, unfortunately, at this stage, but more of a distance type, so looking to try and build up some points and look to buying a better horse. Or, I don't know if I buy a better horse and then worry about the perks, or if I buy the perk and that will help win more races and then buy better horses, so I haven't decided yet. Honestly, I've been enjoying Full Stride. Yeah, there's some kinks to work out, but I'm sure this is going to work out in the end. And that's the thing. We've just got to hope for the best, fingers crossed, that the developers will do what they can do. We've just got to take a step back as a gaming community and just enjoy what we've got in front of us for a little bit, I feel. That's how I see it. And if I'm wrong, at the end of it, we should be going quite well. Let's see what we've got here. Probably didn't go quite to plan this race, unfortunately. A little bit of pressure early in the mid stages, especially over the longer trip. Yeah, we are losing the ground, unfortunately, here. Love the early dedication perks do look interesting. They do. Like that kid in a candy store moment, you know, you're just looking through the window. Brand new game, not a lot of info out, and you're like, oh, do I? And it's also a lot of points to throw, you know? Don't think we can be picky after having nothing like this over the last 15 to 20 years. And that's it, exactly. The last thing we had like this would have been Farlap, and I was so disappointed with Farlap. It wasn't even the fact that the gameplay itself was below average, like it felt very mobile-y, but it was the fact it was like a $45 game where I am when it first came out, and then they released it on iOS a month later for free with pay to, and like the ability to pay to win.
Is the limit. Use them in
So
succession
it's just,
and you'll accelerate well,
it just
but they can
rubbed me
also
the wrong
help
way.
hold off the late fade.
So,
Don't waste them.
yeah, we got another race ready to go. So we're at 37k with 2 horses, but I don't know what to do with horses at the end of the creek, so I guess we'll figure that out together. We are the favourite here, which is still so. So this is our good mare. Very strong horse, won a lot of good races. Won at the Group 2 level a few times, in the Group 3 level, unable to collect that Group 1 check yet. Never say never, but looking unlikely at this stage, unfortunately. Full Stride slaps Farlap, Melbourne Cup Challenge slaps Farlap. Look, that is a very fair assessment. Melbourne Cup Challenge was a gravitatorial game above Farlap. From the casting, from the element that, like, the mechanics sort of made sense. And it played funky, but it was funky but fun. That Farlap to me just felt gimmicky. It felt like a mix of Crash Team Racing and horse racing. But, I don't know. I've been wrong before. And I've been talking, so I didn't focus on my stand. No. We've got not very much left in the tank. We're not going to win this race. Let's see what we can do with our whips other than that. We've still got 200 to go and we are fading fast. That's on me. I wasn't paying attention. I should have slowed down the tempo. This is not you, this is me. You're not the problem, I am. And the reason I got critical about Full Stride in this server and Steam community is because I genuinely want to see it improve and justify its price for everyone. Yeah. It's one of those things where the developers, in my opinion, push the game out faster because of the amount of support that was shown. They wanted to pay everyone back for all the support that was shown, which I completely can understand and respect. Like, we've been asking for this and asking for this, and someone bit the bullet and goes, "Yep, let's do it." Is the game 100% ready? No. But what game in the last 20 years has been ready to go from the get-go? Not many. Not many at all. So, we've just got to enjoy it and take the good with the bad. Exactly. It'll be one of those games that last year's improving with DLC, yep, and updates. But it's also the fact that we have the ability these days with a title like this to update it and include DLC and come back to it and make those adjustments. Like, how many times have we said, oh, if this happened in Champion Jockey, the game would have been perfect, or etc, etc. But it was in that time where it wasn't really as focused about. The game came out, they might have made a huge gameplay patch if something was completely broken, but adding features in that as we go wasn't really the ideal thing at that time. Time will tell. You've got to try. You've just got to try. Fingers crossed for that part, anyway. We're stalking horses, like, let's watch the jockey in front, and if they pull their horse off, I'll pull mine. Sweeping around. I mean, I'll look into giving that a try. This horse, I'm just having some fun moments with it at the moment, I feel. Even Jockey was, in my opinion, the most released out of both Koei and Tecmo's whole catalogue. Front Jockey 2000 was the last great 20 years. Yeah. The issue that was wrong with Champion Jockey is they took the aspects out of Koei's games and tried to merge in Gallop Racer tactics. And like you said, if you're in it for that gimmicky horse racing environment, then maybe it's for you. But for those people that were looking for something a bit more, it wasn't the right title. I would have much rather the title be switched into something more featured around. Get up, get up, get up, get up! Oh, what a straight run! What a win! Oh, this horse surprised me with that one. I thought we were done. We got boxed in, ran back, and we still got through. That was a lovely straight run. Awesome stuff. Hack Split was definitely activating there without needing the ability. Love it. And that, yeah, and like, for me, I grew up playing Gallop Racer 2004. So on my channel, I have streamed, I'd like to say probably over 150 hours of Gallop Racer 2004. Very focused on breeding, very focused on special abilities, enjoying our bloodlines, my community coming in, choosing names for the foals, choosing the partners, and going through and doing that type of stuff. So what I wanted when they merged the game was to have it more solely on the Gallop Racer front, but include the graphics of Koei games and the gameplay of like the racing itself and the schedule of the Koei version. Instead, it was the Koei game completely copy and pasted and slapped on some lackluster abilities. The abilities don't feel the same as they do in Gallop Racer. They don't activate the same, they don't feel the same. It's just didn't execute it as much as I thought it would, unfortunately, from where I was sort of standing, in my opinion. 1900. We do have a Group 1. I did say we were not going to do any Group 1s, but she's still at a 121. Like, I feel like she's got so much more to give us. Those are the ones we love. GG's, yes. Those are the races we live for. Most certainly. Yeah, we got to run the February Stakes. We've got to give it a try. We're not disgraced in the market. Gold Dream. Where is our Dirt Horse of the Year? Crystal Light's still here. AT Brave is still here. The odds-on favourite is Gold Dream. But I haven't seen anything that impressive. Not a bad lineup, but I don't think we're going to be disgraced. Glad the odd system has been fixed. In which way, G1, in which way? Because if it's, with the standard races, yeah, same. But that still happens when you negotiate for races, unfortunately. When you negotiate the races and you don't own the horse, it will always put you as favourite, which is the thing I noticed last night as well. I haven't tried it tonight. I think there was one race where I was still favourite. But yeah, so that's why I just focused on buying horses instead of racing. Like, it's a good way to build points, but it's not the way I enjoy to play it. We'll test it in a second after this race. That's why I bought a second horse instead of focusing on that way, because riding on the favourite every time loses its sort of fire. Alright, let's go. Oh, this is a great run up the inside. Come on. Come on, Jin. Come on, Jin. You deserve it. Go, Jin. Oh, okay. You said get out of my way. That's good to know. But plus, it's not true. A lot of these horses don't run like favourites. Ain't that the truth? I don't know if it's just a visual bug or if they're just saying that we're the favourite, but yeah, they don't. They definitely don't. Let's test it. Right. Let's pick a race. What do we want to do? We can do anything that's not group stakes by the look of it. So probably we want a bit of class. So maybe an open. Yeah, you don't win all the time. No, which again, I don't want to win all the time. If I was winning every race, it'd be boring. Let's do the open over 2200 as a negotiation, and let's just see if it puts us on the favourite. Because this is what I think it's doing, I believe. Yeah, so $4.20, we're on Satono Titan. We are on the favourite no matter what when we negotiate. Now the argument is, will this horse run like a favourite? We're the only horse carrying 62 kilos, which that's a lot of weight, but we're also apparently $4 the favourite. And the next best pick in the market is only carrying 53 kilos. So let's see how we go, I guess. We may as well try and see if anyone else wants to race against me. Fingers crossed there's somebody out there that wants to race against Player. I forgot to change my name on this save file. We'll give it a couple of minutes, and if someone jumps in, that would be great. If not, we'll just race the race, and we'll continue with the couple of horses that we've got going around the moment. Much easier to win with closers. That's interesting, because I've had less luck. Oh, we've got... Wow, okay. We've got a few players in here, guys. We've got... Looks like a Japanese player. Maybe a couple. But, right, let's go. 4 people. The match race, online. Oh, I better set up. Speaking of horses that like to run towards the back of the field, let's see if I can run from the back with a little bit of a stalking action. We are going to try and save a lot of stamp and make our move a little bit earlier if we can. Could it be that you end up on the favourite too often because the game is trying to put you on the real world horses when possible? It might be a code, but most of the races that are available to us in that mode at the moment aren't graded races. The highest races that I've seen that we can jump in on are open, which means they're just open stakes. You've won through the grades, you're starting to get into that free-for-all company. But that is a potential thing to maybe look at. You run on every kind of runner except for end closers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, end closers are always fun. We've got a lot of stamina here and we have a lot of momentum, so we're going to start shifting up the field a little bit, I think. Can I get out there? That is the question. Alright, time to go. Let's see what we've got in the tank. Let's go, Titan. We are going to get up into third. We did do the best out of all the real players, but we're not even going to finish top 3. We came first out of the real players, Lien second, Helios third, and our other Japanese player unfortunately fell out of us. But, hey, wasn't a bad run. Again, we're meant to be the favourite. Skynet. But it's interesting, so this is a good little experiment. Looking at this, we got placed on the favourite, but the other riders in the race got placed on horses that weren't the favourite. In order. They got placed on random horses. Got a little bit interesting. Definitely different. Cool. Right, let's see what we've got here. Again, there's no real group action for you for a while. We might just give you a short trip. Make a nice little race out of that. I think it's just a waste of time putting you in group ones at the moment. Or any group races. Just don't have that little bit of go about you, unfortunately. We are the favourite here in the open class event. The one feature that I would love, I know it would take a lot of work to add in, especially later in the game, but I would love a commentator just reading out the horses' names. I would appreciate that so much. Please, just let me settle. I want to use up all my sound. What other ideas do you guys have that would be, you've offered your services to the developer. Oh, you are fantastic. And you would fit the bill perfectly. I love your ability to commentate. I'm kind of jealous. Every now and again on my 04 save file for Gallet Racer, we'd commentate some races of the 2-year-old races, which was always a little bit of fun. I'm not the best at it, unfortunately. Don't have a lot of practice, but I've always had a bit of fun with it, so it's always good to give it a go, you know. Good little win there, fought through some gaps. Had enough in the tank when it mattered most to pull away and get some wins. Slowly getting those points through now. If we can get to around 70k, we can start thinking about what we want to do. If we want to save for the jockey reward, or if we want to buy a decent horse. So.
Any races you want to ride?
And we've got Gin up. She's not in 100% form either. Unknown Spectre knows what's up. We are still the favourite here. Lovely. There we go. I don't really have a target horse in mind. And that's the thing, like, there are so many good horses that I've seen already. I saw Kits in Black at one stage. That was quite tempting. But again, I didn't have the money for it at the time, so that might be an option if it cycles back through. We got posted 7 wide and couldn't cross. They just held us out. That's not a great circumstance for us. Let's see what you got left in the tank. Come on, Jen. Here we go. We got second. We probably deserved to have finished second. Didn't ride the best, got posted, but still fought on strong. Probably should have tried to tuck inside and save some ground earlier than I did. I just thought that I could outgun them and get to the lead. Wasn't the play, unfortunately. Hopefully it does well enough because they have Hong Kong, USA and Australia planned. Well, I'm already hoping that they release all of those ASAP because that would be fantastic. I would love to be racing on Black Caviar and Winx and bringing in like the Australian greats like Chautauqua. Can you imagine if they brought Chautauqua into the game? And with Group 1 commentating, Chautauqua, he's flying! You know, just little bits like that would be just chef's kiss. Right, nope, none of those races are suited to you. There we go. And what have we got for you? We do have a Group 3, we'll put you in that. I have Kits in Black on offer right now in my first year. Yeah, I think that's the standard for the first year offer. I don't think there's any way that's accessible unless you grind out the negotiation races. Which again, more power to you. Like I said earlier in the stream, when you first get this game, I suggest you just spend 1 year on a different save file grinding the negotiation races out to get a feel for the game. Maybe pick up a really good horse or a couple of good horses and see how they run, and then start a new save file and just play with buying horses. But again, I'm not going to tell you all how to play. That's how I'm going to play it. That's what I've done here with this save file. I don't do negotiations very rarely, only when I'm really demonstrating at the moment in the stream. And I'm just going to try and focus on buying horses and using the points I get from those horses to then go and buy more. Little glitches like this frustrate me a little bit though. I don't like being glitched into because this... I can't do anything about it. I didn't move, game. And now I'm getting pushed back. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, quite literally. Yeah, like I can't do anything. I can't slow down. And now I'm glitching. What just happened? It's a 3-horse glitch. What am I meant to do here? It's a 4-horse glitch. A 4-horse glitch. I can't do anything. I can't do anything, guys. Sorry. Can I move? No, I can't even speed up. I'm fully stuck. Someone get me a clip to for the robot. Oh, no, somebody just tag the devs. Surely that'll do. I can't even drive. I'm still stuck on this other horse. No. Oh, I don't restart often, but I'm restarting that one. See the start, authorized, Frankel, yeah, Frankel. Golden Horde, City of Troy, Yates, Motivator, etc. Would love to see those getting added. Yep, agree. Frankel would be amazing. What other greats would I like to see from this last 20 years? Oh. For me, Mind That Bird from America. I love Mind That Bird. Oh, new standard of being boxed in. Yep, that's inboxed. That is, yep, a whole new world, quite literally, yep. Hi, Chaparral, yep. Trying to think of them, because the problem with when I start thinking of thoroughbreds, because I've played too much Gallop Racer 2004, is I get random horse names that we've chosen on the channel brought in, and it scuffles all of my senses. Right, when we're just going to the front and we're leading this race, and the game can decide what they want to do with that information after the point, because I'm not getting boxed in like that again. Oh, Pride of Jenny. Yes. Romantic Warrior. Oh, Shadashi. They should bring in Shadashi. I did not ask how long the race was. I said I'm going to sprint from the start to the finish. Yeah, the AIs as soon as you start to try and take over them. That will take them over, I should say. Galileo. Great sire. There's apparently a lot of bloodlines in the game on the Nintendo Switch called Stallion Derby. And that's a very breeding focused game. You breed your own horses. You don't get to ride as a jockey, so it's like winning postal simulation on the Switch. But very, very intensive breeding lines and sires and Galileos in a lot of bloodlines on it. There is pristine chestnut ability. At least we're not cubed this race. I shouldn't have to joke about that, should I? Now, can we get out? That's going to be the next question. These horses have got some run in their legs left. So do we on the wire. What a great 3-horse race up the straight that was. Descendant of Sadler's Wells, and it used to be the horses descended from Sadler's Wells that were strong Derby contenders. Now Galileo was seen in the same way. Definitely carried that bloodline through. I got the clip, gonna send it to the Bug Report channel in the FC Discord. Thank you for that, appreciate it. I'm gonna go famous, chat. I'm gonna go famous. Horses cubed could be the tag of that clip. Horses cubed. It's not funny, but it's hilarious at the same time. How are you doing stats-wise? You're only gone down 0.1 at the moment. I still want to win a Group 1 with you before you go down. 6th pick in the market. I have a habit at the moment of holding X all the time. Not a good habit to build because you skip everything. Being more from a Australian harness racing background as well, because I grew up, my dad is a harness racing trainer, like a hobbyist trainer. Doesn't have a lot of horses for races, he's only one or two races as a trainer. But I got into it to sort of bond with dad. So I'm more focused on the Australian breeding signs and things and like how that's doing across the world, really. More so than the thoroughbred. Because I've always dreamed that there will be a good harness racing game for PS5. I meant just a good harness racing game in general growing up was my goal, but unfortunately I wasn't ever that lucky. So I had to settle for thoroughbred games. And here we are. Come on, Jim. Good go. Nice. Good way to get it to bounce back into the mini circle. I've enjoyed this horse quite thoroughly. If you see TM Jinsoku in your shop, she's about 28 to 30k. I know that she was below 30k because she was the first horse that I bought. It must be in your year 1 sales. I highly recommend her. She's got good growth. She's a great dirt horse.
Take a look.
But also she's got a lot of longevity. She starts getting good around 3 to 4, but she's got heaps of acceleration. She just knows how to take off. You can save her a little bit and just lets it go. Where this horse has sort of similar stats, anyway, but has more speed than acceleration. So they don't race completely the same, but also a mare that doesn't quite have the accolades that Jin has currently. But that's okay. They're two different horses. Can't always compare the two. Right, what do we want to do? Let's try you in a Group 3. It's been a while since we've put you in any graded stakes action. And same for you. 2 graded stakes action coming up in the next couple of weeks. And I keep skipping it because I'm trying to get out of that menu. Sorry everyone, I have no idea what our odds are. I need you to settle down for me, please. I want that 10 to cross me, but I don't feel like I'm going to have a choice. I've used a little bit of stamina to try and hold them out though, so hopefully it's enough. We've got plenty in the tank to sprint with. It's just a matter of making sure that we can get over the line. Don't know if we're going to have enough in the tank. Only one way to find out. Let's go. We finished top 3 in Greater Stakes. It's better than we've ever done. I'm happy with that. Defelio finally making a placing argument in Greater Stakes territory. We were meant to finish second, but that's good to know. We are ready for the group stages. Just a couple of things we need to work on, getting out of the gate, settling our pace early, and I feel like we can win a graded stakes with Defelio. But we've got to go back to our graded stakes with Jinsoku. Again, we're not the favourite. Inti. I haven't seen this horse yet, don't know much about Inti. Angie, Desire, again, Crystallite is the only horse in London town finally coming into some form. Have you seen that bug also? The starting gate bug? Yeah, the gate sort of flies. Inti ran into February Stakes earlier. Oh, I didn't see it. Thank you. Good catch. Submitted the bug, hopefully I'll get a reply back about it soon. Awesome. Fingers crossed, because that would be helpful. If they can keep getting rid of those little contact bugs and glitches and stuff like that, that would go a long way to helping my experience. Because the little things like that are just getting a little bit annoying. But otherwise, I'm super happy. Like I've been playing this game for what, 3 hours now straight? No breaks, so clearly it's somewhat fun. Don't want to fall too far back here, but don't also want to use up too much of my stamina. Come on, Jin, let's go. Late surge down the outside, is it going to be enough? No, we're going to run third. Still a very nice run, just got a little bit too far back in the field. Gave Jin a little bit too much work to do there late, but gave them a little bit of a threat. Could have been worse. Could have been Kyoto Dirt Track yesterday, where players encountered an invisible wall that stopped them from finishing a race. Even if they restarted, so if they restarted the race, was it still there? That sounds horrible. Yeah, it was the track itself, right. I did not run into that, so I must have just got super lucky and avoided it completely. We'll do this 1700 here. I can imagine that being very frustrating. And like if you've saved before, you've saved after registering that horse in the race or something, you'd be hard stuck. But I don't know if there's a way to cancel horses out of races at the moment. I haven't tried it. But You'd be soft locked in there. But just a reminder, I am on the PC version through Steam. So the gameplay might look a little bit clearer. I know it's through stream too, so it might look the exact same, but just making sure that we're all very transparent that sometimes PC can make games look a lot better and play a bit smoother, but I haven't personally tried on the PS5 yet, so. The Saudi Cup dates have been revealed February 5th and 6th. That's good at least. Gives us something to look forward to. We're going to have plenty of stamina here. I feel like it's just going to be whether or not we can outsprint the opposition here. I'm not going to have enough in the tank. Unfortunately for us, the 3 just got out alone and did everything right. Set the pace, ran the tempo it needed to run, and ended up winning the race. So great, front-running performance. A little bit about Prodigy, hey, about that race. Now back into favoritism, and we're going against Success Energy. A couple of horses I haven't seen. Yoshio. Let's see if there's anyone else that wants to verse us in this race against arguably probably my best horse at the moment. Let's give it a couple of minutes. We'll see how we go. Okay, we've got one in. On to the second favourite, Success Energy. That's a good pull. We'll give it another couple of minutes and hopefully we get a couple more. If not, we just race against this guy. Oh, yep, another one in. Cool. How many will we get? Happy to go with 3. I don't want to keep them waiting too long either, because I know that they kind of want to play the game, hey. Right, no one else is joining. Let's go. I just thought of a way you could cheese the group ones. I don't want to say it out loud because it's really cheesy. You could just load into a group 1 on whatever horse you like, and then get your friends to come in and join. Oh, the 1's dropping. I don't know what went wrong with the 1. The 1 is dropping back into the field. 2's making an early move with our other opposition, second favourite in the market. on, Jen. Time to shine. Yes. I think that's the best other random that we've played against. Like, he finished in second, 1-2. That was a great 1-2 performance. I don't know what happened with the one. The one completely dropped out. Had a very unlucky run, I guess. But yeah, we do finish out on top, which is great. Let's say what else we can afford. So at the moment we could afford everything below here. We're looking at about 129. It was a great win. The horse felt fantastic the whole way through, which is what you ask for the most when you're a jockey. Yeah, and we do have a dirt group 3, so we want to run that. And then we want to put you back in a graded stakes company at a bit of distance as net is anything. 3,000. Perfect. Yep. We are the favourite on Gin again. Sunrise Soar, Kingsguard. Nothing really screams danger, but I've said that before and lost, so let's just see how we go. Settle down now, settle down, you found the front. All I need to do. What I'm doing. Going up a hill. You're not taking my inside running. Sorry, that's not happening. Look at her go. She's still got it, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a group 1. She's so close. She deserves one. She absolutely deserves one. She's just so easy to ride. Does everything right. Just know that she's not racing against group 1 horses in this particular race. But come on. The turn of foot is enough to show for itself.
If there's a race on your mind, take a look.
When is the next group 1? Not for a while. Yeah, not for a while. But we don't have to worry about that just yet. Incredible, no one can catch you. No one can catch her. Why are we the long shot? Oh, we're in a group 2, I was gonna say. What do we got? We got Persian Knight, Deidre, Radial Route. Oh no. That's the horse that won the Derby. Or was it the Guineas? No. Ray won the Guineas. Okay. There we go. not doing this again. Settle, 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 settle. Look at that, they're just racing 6 wide up the front. I couldn't get around. Turner Diamond, yep, we're cooked. Yep. I just wanted to try Group 2. I instantly regretted that decision. I can't even keep up down the back straight. Let's see what you've got, Stefalio. The answer is not much right now. Oh, look at the Turner coming in. We weren't disgraced. Getting stuck 7 wide for the first 2 turns probably wasn't the best decision by me. A new update for Full Stride just dropped. What? Is there patch notes for it? It'd be interesting to see what they've fixed. So we can do the 1400, 1200 too short, 1800 the race of time. So where are we? We are September week 1. So we probably want to put you straight into that dirt Group 3. And then we want to put you... Are you ready to go today? No. Group 3 over 2000. Perfect. I'm going to look. Perfect. There's no notes yet, okay. We are the 3rd pick in this race too in the Group 3. Once they come out, I'll be excited to see what they've actually looked at. Oh, another thing I thought of just now was I would like, not they don't need to do anything, we're doing enough as it is. I'm sounding ungrateful. I would really like in the replay mode if you could just have a angle that watches like the race. Like you're watching it like it's a race to watch back the replay. Because that would be really good, just being able to watch it, like having different camera angles, like on the inside of the corners and stuff, like head on down this back, and just different camera angles from a more camera intensive point, you know, to be able to just really bring in that racing aspect. But that's just me being nitpicky. Oh, I shouldn't have let him cross me. But we did stay when I was standing there. Stefalio. Let's get back to the winning circle. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, that one's coming like a rocket. Oh, we're gonna hold on just. Fixed an issue with starting gate placement for Kyoto race course. Yep, we've seen that one. Yep, so that's good. Oh, that was 4,000. That was a Group 3. Develio won her first group rated race. I didn't even realise. That was awesome. That's a group win for Stebelio. That's awesome. Nice. Now, Jin's also back up in group rated. Yeah, Cyrus next. Third pick of the market. So good odd. Lavi is the favourite here. Yuchi Mochizuki in the saddle. And Omega Perfume is the second pick. We've still got good enough odds. I don't see why we can't win this. Let's just go out and do it. We like a heavy track. I think Jin sort of prefers it. Jin loves this track too. So. Right. Oh, that's actually perfect. No way I can let you get back up the inside. Damn, that's suspension worthy. If I did that in harness, I'd be serving a 3-meter suspension. Oops. Let's go, Jin. Gray's gonna be way too strong. Gray's just gone. It's not gonna matter. No matter what I did there, I was not beating that. Wasn't FISO. Whatever horse won that race, I was never catching that Gray. That Gray raced perfectly. Yeah, Mega Perfume, absolute bolting. Great ride by Joe. That's why he's a champion jockey. Getting up there slowly with our points. We are the 5th favourite here on Jin. Trying to stick your nose in a gap that's not there then. far back. It's got too far back again. We're not leading with Jin, we're not performing as well as she is when she was younger, when she had that extra ability under her foot. We're not being disgraced, which is fantastic. I just feel bad for her. I've put her through a lot. How many races have I put her under? 23 wins from 42 starts. As you can see on the back end here, she's had a lot of starts. Again, she still hasn't been disgraced in her last, except for that Polluck Stakes. Everywhere else she's been picked below where she finished. That's great. So right, we've got November. You in your actual final group one. Shima McKeenan. We are the second pick in the market. You Can Smile is the favourite. Jay Bernard again in the saddle. Let's cause an upset. That would be fantastic. Finally got to the front, only took us 700 meters.
Any races you want to ride? With a horse ahead of you, you take less wind. Sitting behind and saving your legs is a legitimate strategy.